Carrie and I have decided to replace our island countertop with a hardwood countertop. It's all oak, and I say just the island top. We'll probably wind up doing the counters too. Here we're planning out which sides we like, which boards we like, and just generally the details of what we're going to do. Once that was done, we got into the milling. The boards were already cut down to size, just tried to get them flat and equal thickness. Had problems with one that was too warped for me to straighten out, and it's going to be issues. You'll see it here, right there, that second one from the front. Just not flat enough. We did dowel them all up and glue them all together, trying to get them as flat as could be. So we got the dowels and the glues and the hammer, put them all together, and then lift it up on the board and break out the clamps. Tighten them all down and let them sit for the night. Make one big board out of it. You can see the gap up there on the front where the second board lifts up. Our girls were always close by paying attention. So now we start to pay for that warped board and the poor job of planing. Lots of sanding, lots and lots of sanding. I should say this is the next morning after the boards had time to dry all night, and now I'm working on the back side of it. I had plenty of time to think about my mistake. Decided I should be using a block plane to try and straighten this out. I've got a nice block plane, but I don't have the skills for it. So, and my table isn't great for it, but that was secondary to the skills issue. It did save a lot of time in the end, but I still wound up doing a lot of sanding. So more and more sanding here. Now I'm on the front side of the board, the top side of the counter too. So the sanding needed to be much better. Bottom side is going to be under cabinets. So I could cheat a little bit, but here, it's got to all be smooth. It's got to all be flat. It's got to all look good. That means lots of work. But it got done. Now that it's all sanded, I can route a smooth edge around it and get ready to go to finishing. Actually, I say that. It's more sanding. It's really the next thing to do. This is just with the orbital sander, though, to really smooth things out. Started dropping grits here, 80, 120, 220. Get a nice smooth finish. Here's a look at the countertop before we put the finish on it. And probably sand some more.